Right, hello again guys. I'm back again. This time I'm in somewhere different for a change. I'm in Surrey, in the Surrey Hills, and I'm joined by an old friend, Alex. You may remember him from some of the earlier videos. So he's back from uni at Hull for Christmas and New Year, and this was a bit of an impromptu one this. He went, do you want to meet up for a pint down the pub? And I went, tell you what mate, how about we go for a wild camp? He went, banging, we'll do that.
Go with that.
So, yeah, we're in this little National Trust car park in the Surrey Hills, and we're going to be climbing Leith Hill and camping up there tonight. So, it's the highest point in Surrey, and it's the second highest point in southeast England.
That's it, yeah.
We're told. So, do you want to read us some little info about it, Alex, off the...
Yeah, sure. Essentially it's the second highest point in southeast England, with Walbury Hill in Berkshire being the highest, but it's still one of the sort of better hills to walk. It's really a really good place for hill walkers in the so-called flatlands, but yeah, essentially I'm trying to think of anything worth really.
How high is it exactly?
So
I can't remember.
It's not, sorry, 292.
292 metres.
Meters, yeah.
Lovely.
And it's got a tower at the top, obviously, so that adds a little bit of extra height. But we're not going to be able to get to
the that's like a folly, like a Leith Tower.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look at that. It'll be closed though for the winter, so that's National Trust owned, I believe.
Yep.
It is about, what time is it now? It's
4 o'clock, pretty dead on.
It's 4 o'clock, so it's going to be getting dark soon. So yeah, enough talking, let's get walking. At that. Whoa. I mean, the light's fading and stuff. Tomorrow morning it will be unbelievable. We're not sure what the forecast is meant to be. We're meant to have rain in the early hours, but yeah, views will still be better. The moon's out as well, pretty cool looking moon tonight. So yeah, got picnic benches along here and stuff, so you could always go and have breakfast on one of these in the morning. Yeah, this should be pretty cool. So we're going to look for somewhere to camp along here. I mean, probably it's probably going to be quiet around here after it, so we could probably just pitch up most places really. I'll show you Leith Tower in the morning when we've got more sunlight. But yeah, definitely want to get a good spot with this view. A little bit windy as you'd expect, but it should be good. Anyways, right, yeah, we're going to start looking for a spot round here and set up. So you'll probably rejoin us then, and it'll probably be dark by then, I'm afraid. So yeah, chat to you soon. So starting off, I've got the OEX Foxx 110. Let it focus. There we go. So yeah, I've got my down sleeping bag, OEX half pad Thermarest Z light. Got a cotton sleeping bag liner in the bag. It's my cheap Decathlon £15 head torch. I've got the through night one on at the moment, which Alex says is lighting everything up. Then, let's just see if I can fit this in here. Yeah, that's my food bag stuff for morning. My usual stuff, down booties. I've got the softy trousers, balaclava, thermal leggings, pillow, OEX thermarest stuff sack pillow, it's all in there. Electronics and stuff's in a little pocket, and my keys. Tyvek ground sheet. So yeah, that's my setup. It's a nice little tent. This weighs about 1.5 kilos, although I've probably got it lighter than that because I'm using little titanium stakes. They're holding up quite well. The wind is sort of blowing sort of from that direction out over the edge of the hill. Yeah, we've got to check the weather again. We know sunrise is at 8:06 in the morning, so yeah, should be good. And then Alex's setup, I've lent him my Jack Wolfskin Gossamer tent because he's 6'2", so I need the tent to fit in, and of course his stuff's back at Hull Uni, so I kindly lent him some stuff.
The water off of me.
Yeah, that's it, thoughtful. You got your own sleeping bag though. Lent him a couple of sleeping pads and a Tyvek ground sheet as well, but yeah, we're all pretty much set up and stuff, so we've got 2 banging tents, a really decent view out over there, trust me it is there, you'll see it in the morning. And then we've even pitched up sort of near one of the many benches that's in the sort of the National Trust area. Shh. So yeah, for dinner tonight I've got some beans and burgers, numerous hot drinks and coffees and snack bars. I'm starting to get into these Kendall mint cakes. Yeah, couple of ciders as well. These are new. Alex got sausages and beans. Banging, and you've got loads of Jaffa cakes and Pringles.
Snacks, I like
snacks.
My snacks.
Yeah, got to have a snack.
Eating piece by piece.
Yeah, loads of just random stuff really, including these weird wafers from Aldi called Knoppers. Make of that what you will. Stoves, we're not sure what we're going to use tonight. I mean, I might use my Vargo titanium wood stove with that bit of fire log, and got plenty of fire lighting stuff there, including some Vaseline. And I've also bought my OEX XT3 gas stove and a couple of tins of gas, so we're going to see what one works best in this wind really. We're not too sure yet, but we've got plenty of cold food in case we can't cook the hot food, but it's always good if you can. And yeah, it's something I'm going to start doing really, is trying to climb or walk up to the highest points of each of the counties that I walk in and wild camp on the top of them. So this will be the first in a series of that really. So yeah, let us know if you think that would be something interesting to do. It's something I certainly want to do. I'm not really big into hill walking, but it'd just be nice to say you've wild camped at the highest point of each of the counties that you walk in and stuff. So okay, it's time for the first cider review of the evening. So as promised, it's an original cider crafter, Stan's Thatcher's Leaf Twister traditional big apple cider. It's 5% volume, and yeah, I got these for Christmas from my aunt, so cheers, she watches some of the videos. Stan Thatcher, like his father before him, loved to craft Somerset cider at Myrtle Farm. Generations have followed in his footsteps. Back in the day, local farmers would bring their finest apples to Stan to be crafted into their favourite cider. Leith Twister is a softly rounded and full-bodied sparkling cider crafted with bittersweet apples, including Somerset, Red Streak and Dabinet, bursting with apple flavour. Let's crack it open. Right. Cheers everyone. Refreshing, it's decent. Not overly strong. Have another sip. It's not a bad little cider that really. Trying to think what it reminds me of really. A bit similar to a Bulmers or maybe a Summersby cider. Not too bad really. I'm not really a fan of like Thatcher's ciders, but this one's alright actually. I'll give it 7.5 out of 10. So it's about average, just above average that, I think. Yeah, it's not bad. Good thing about these cans, I can get through them pretty quick as well, actually, unlike the bottles. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Cheers, more to come. Okay, we've got some, this stuff was already on the floor, by the way, these branches and stuff, so we've just used them as a bit of a windbreak for the OEX XT3 gas stove, which is actually working at the moment, and we're just going to aim to use up this big gas bottle of mine. There's not a lot left in it, there's not a lot of pressure in it either, so it's a bit slow, and we've got it on full boil. So yeah, we're just swapping the pots between, so that one sort of was boiling, then we're going to put that one on to boil and then just circulate them until we've got them hot enough. So we've still got 2 litres of water left to cook with. Right, welcome back. We've just had dinner. I've also just had a hot chocolate and a Nescafe 2-in-1, or a mocha. It's pretty decent. And it's time for the next cider. So yeah, this one is a Twisted Tree hop cider, 4% volume. Got it from Aldi. You can't see it because of the glare of the flash on it, otherwise you can't see it. Twisted Tree hop cider is light, fruity and infused with a happy, hoppy aroma. Crammed with a variety of English apples, our cider is a creative fusion of the old and the new. Brought to you by our master cider maker of over 30 years and his budding apprentice. There's anything else to tell you about? Yeah. Right, let's crack it open. Second cider of the evening. Cheers everyone. Thanks for your support. Oh, that's slightly different from the other one I've just had. It's a lot more refreshing. It's sort of not as fizzy. It's got a sort of a clearer taste to it, if that makes any sense. I don't know. A slightly more watery taste. I suppose it's not as strong either. Yeah, it's only 4%. I don't know, I think I maybe slightly preferred the other one. But this one's, yeah, not too bad. It reminds me a little bit of like woodpecker cider, which I know is quite a cheap sort of low end cider, but I always like that stuff. One of the first ciders I ever really liked as well. Yeah, I'd give it about a 6.5 out of 10. That's alright anyway. So yeah, Twisted Tree hop cider, I'm going to give you 6.5. Cheers. I'm inside my little OEX Foxx 110 again. Much warmer in here. It started getting really cold out there. Got the softy trousers on and stuff like that. The light that I'm using at the moment is this little it's like a little through night T10, so it's sort of like the TI3, like a basic little keyring light. I think it's only about 117 lumens, and it's on turbo at the moment. It's quite hot, it's getting quite warm, but you can stand it on its end and use it like a candle, and actually really useful. So good little light, nice and lightweight, doesn't take up a lot of space. Excuse me, you can literally keep it in your pocket. So I got it really cheap on eBay, like brand new, just out of the box. You know, still coming in its original packaging, so I should say. Just trying to find somewhere to actually stand it upright. There isn't really any flat surfaces in here. It's the only problem. You need a flat surface for it, but anyway, yeah. So I just thought I'd point that out really, but I do like some through night lights. They are good. Anyways, yeah, we're going to get up about 7:15. Sunrise is at about 8:06, I think I said, yeah. And yeah, we should get some really cool views out, you know, across like from the Surrey hills and that. So yeah, you'll see them in the morning. Laters. Well, good morning everyone. It's about 20 to 8, and yeah, sunrise is going to be in about 25 minutes, so we're just going to have something to eat, probably start packing up, so we don't really want to be spotted with the tents here, of course. Word on last night, slept very warm, very comfortable. However, outside it was incredibly windy all night. At one point I honestly thought the trees were going to come down on us. It was really windy, but this little OEX Foxx 110 held up really well. Yeah, tent was fine. It rained as well a little bit. It's been testing the rain and the wind before actually, but yeah, the wind was absolutely savage up here, really strong. So didn't get the best night's sleep. I was comfy, I was warm, but I didn't sleep too much, you know, because the wind just kept me awake thinking, is the tent alright and stuff like that. But got a few hours still, so it was okay really. So anyways, yeah, we'll get back to you in a bit with the sunrise hopefully. Right, well, we've had a little bit of breakfast. We're going to have some more later on. We're just sort of finishing packing up now. So here's my OEX Foxx one-man tent. Did the job last night. Then Alex, excuse me, my Jack Wolfskin Gossamer one-man tent. Did the job. And here are those views that we promised to show you. It's the highest point in Surrey. So that's one hill bagged. Yes, it's gone 8 o'clock now, so yeah, there's the tower just behind the tree there. We'll have a closer look at that later on once we've had breakfast. But yeah, apparently on a clear day you can see up to 13 counties. You can see Greater London as well from here, and the English Channel apparently. Not sure where they'd be, but you can see them apparently. Zoom in. Not going to really see anything else. I don't think we're going to get a sunrise either, I'm afraid. Down there. Pretty cool. Look at that. Nice. We're heading back down over that way, back to the car. Leith Hill Tower was built in 1765 by Leith Hill Place resident Richard Hull. It's believed Hull's motivation for building the tower was to create a place for the public to enjoy the stunning local landscapes and to command the highest point in southeast England. He requested that upon his death he be buried beneath the tower, and, his wish granted, he remains there to this day. This Georgian prospect house was built by Richard Hull of Leith Hill Place in the style of a Gothic tower. Large amounts of sandstone were used for wall construction, and the many hollows on the nearby slopes are evidence that other material was quarried on site. Spectacular views seen from Leith Hill's treeless summit made it a popular spot for Victorian picnics. Large numbers of day trippers were ferried up the hill by horse and carriage to feast around the tower. Richard Hull was buried beneath the tower, and his remains were found during a recent excavation of the foundations. The steep spiral staircase of the tower ascends to 129 feet and offers magnificent views of the surrounding countryside. At this elevation you're higher than the Shard, which can be viewed along with the London skyline to the north through a telescope at the top. To the south you'll see the beautiful Surrey and Sussex countryside, and on a clear day you might even spot the sea sparkling through the Shoreham Gap. Right, we're now back at the car, and that's the end of the wild camp. It was a really decent camp, and yeah, the plan is to start doing sort of a wild camp, not necessarily a walk, but a wild camp on top of like the highest points in sort of all the counties that I walk in. So like Essex, Suffolk, Norfolk, Cambridgeshire, Hertfordshire, Kent. Of course, yeah, I've done Surrey, even though I've not really walked here before, but it was actually really nice. I'm going to have to look up some more walks in the Surrey Hills, I think. Yeah, both had a good time. It's good to see Alex again. He's going back to whole uni now. So yeah, so that is the plans going forward, sort of with, you know, these sort of little walks and wild camps is for 2018 is to do that. This is going to be my final video of the year. It's been a really good year. Thank you for all the support. It's been a really good year. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, thank you for watching, and cheers Alex for joining us.
Great, yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, it's been a good one. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, as always, please do, and get in the comments and stuff. Be good to hear from you. See you soon. Have a happy new year. Bye.
Bye.